I think we're good. Yep. Yep. Oh, I have to readjust my everything. Okay. Okay. Probably would help if I opened up Nikke. Okay, it's speed reading time. Good old speed read, all right? Is ready for the fastest reading possible. Also, if you're wondering about Wednesday and Friday, I still don't know. I haven't gotten confirmation about it yet or not. So honestly, my best advice would be just to keep an eye out if there's a stream scheduled or not. I'm leaning towards there won't be a stream, at least a usual scheduled stream. So it will be one of our main games on either Wednesday or Friday. But I'm not too entirely sure. I'll also make an announcement if that's the case. But I haven't gotten confirmation, I think. Hold on. Yeah, no, I haven't. So I don't know. You know, while that's happening, let's see. What is the event? Lay to rest, I think. Nikke? Lay to red? No, that's Nike. Lay to rest. Nikke. For the rest. Oh. For the rest. By spoiling us, I am. I didn't know I was. Just so I can have it ready to make a thumbnail real quick once I get back.
Goddess of victory, Nikke.
Who sounds really cool and also really, really, really loud. Okay.
Fully active.
That's sin. 100% sin. Alright. We're speed reading. Because I don't have a lot of time today. Hurry up! Okay. Here we go. Warm sunlight, a gentle fluttering breeze. Flowers sprouting up and blossoming one by one, dotting the land with color. In the arc, spring has begun, bringing along with it a warm and dizzying array of emotions. For some, the overriding emotion is excitement. I am basically, what I'm going to do is, even if I mispronounce something or say something terribly wrong, I'm not going to correct myself. So be prepared. Hello, my lovely Lupins. Welcome to Ruby's magnificent Shopaholic channel. Today I'm here at the Cherry Blossom Park, but do any of you know why? I know! The Spring Festa. Did I get it right? The correct answer is to introduce the upcoming cherry blossom-based festival, the Spring Festa. Woohoo! Did you guys see that? I never miss. I believe we got together today to... Oh, shoot, it's you. No! No! Work together today to work on our homework. Come on, relax. It's not even that much work. I can just copy it later. I'll be fine. Besides, if you don't watch Ruby's show as it's happening, you can't watch it later. The Spring Festa is one of the 10 most anticipated events of the arc. and it's just around the corner. How do you all feel? Aren't you excited? Super duper excited! I've already been losing sleep thinking about catching a glimpse of the cherry blossom. I'm sorry, they're watching this and then responding? Do you guys do that ever? Do you actually voice your response to anything you're watching, including me? Do you? Have I asked a question at any time? I've already been losing sleep thinking about catching a glimpse of the cherry blossoms from the surface. Me too. By the way, you... the size, why? Are you going to the festival this year? I hadn't given it much thought. You're going, aren't you? Aren't you? I knew it. I knew to come along. Let's see. We'll need to prepare a camera, a picnic mat, and I suppose it'll be fine to take one day off. No. What about you, Miss Privity? Would you like to come to the festival with us? Huh? Me? Yeah, didn't you hear? For this year's festival, cherry blossoms from the surface will be open to the public. If you stand underneath them and share a kiss with a special someone, your love will last forever. What? Eternal love? Your outfit? I forgot. I wasn't looking up. That's right, isn't it positively heartwarming? So, as long as you share a kiss under the cherry blossoms, your love will be eternal? Are you alright, Miss Privity? You look like you're up to something. Well, no, I'm not up to anything. For others, spring brings a feeling of revitalization. It's spring. That means the Festival of Harmony will begin soon. No, wait, that's not it. It's called the Spring Festa now. It's been a while since the name changed, but it still doesn't quite stick in my brain. No wonder a niece always says I'm behind the times. Then again, I'm old at heart. What's in a name anyway? Festival of Harmony, Spring Festa, what does it matter which it is? What's important is that everyone has a good time. I hope this year's festival is a joyful one. Exactly! See? Words don't matter as long as it's a good time. I like leader, shoot. Whatever your name is. For others still, it brings a sense of nostalgia. Oh my god! A blue girl is coming for your lips? Why? Why are you coming for Fatum? What's going on? How was my day? Same as always. I took care of the little ones in the arboretum. I'm not correcting myself. Remember. Had tea with Flora and Leaf. That's pretty much it, huh? Oh, I've been hearing a lot about the festival lately. It looks like spring really has arrived in the art. This festival, You know as well as I do that the so-called everlasting sakura is nothing but an illusion. Nature, at least real nature, does not exist in the arc. So, I don't think I'll be going. It really just looks like a cow. Her outfit. I need to specify. My god. I need to specify. Her outfit looks like a cow Look! Look! It's okay. One day, I swore an oath to protect this garden, and I've held that oath ever since. I have no interest in illusory fast smiles of nature. My pronunciation. The thing is, I know how those words are actually pronounced, but my tongue just kept rolling. Amazing. It's rich color cat. Look. When it's time for the sun to set, I begin to climb the hill. I don't know why, I just felt like it. It's a habit, I suppose. One day, as I was crumpling up on an already crumpled piece of paper once more, and staring up at the sky, I was suddenly enveloped in shadow. What was your day like? That was how I first met her. You looked sad, so I decided to talk to you. Not bothering you, am I? At the time, I felt like she was. I am, aren't I? I thought if I kept quiet, she'd stop bothering me and leave me alone. What are you holding on to? An ARC lottery ticket? I see. She didn't respond the way I expected. Your family is up there, aren't they? Instead, she placed a flower petal in my hand. If you let the wind carry this, it will eventually reach your family. Wouldn't they prefer a beautiful flower over a scrap piece of paper? The petal fluttered up and away from my hand, and the wind carried it up high. I stood there blankly for a while, watching it fly away as she sat next to me. I'm Rinny. That's her name! What's her name? For reasons I cannot quite explain, even though I have never spoken since coming down the arc. On that day, my lips parted for the first time. Trina. Trina. Trina! Yes? Are you ready? Oh, just a moment. It's just... seeing these flowers brought me back for a moment. Is everyone ready? Right. We're ready, Flora. Alright. Are you all ready too? Okay. Lilac and Margaret are joining us, and they're ready as well. Now then, shall we begin the tea party? Sounds good. I'm sorry, but I have a question. For us? What is it? Well, Flora places a teacup in front of Lana. Lilac worries that it might be rude to keep a guest waiting without serving them some refreshments. Margaret thinks so as well. So before we hear Aster's question, why don't we serve the drinks first? What, Aster? What? Never mind, it's fine. What warm water would sufficient for you, Aster? Sure. And you, Trina? Could I please have some warm water as well? As for the little ones, they would prefer some cold water, please and thank you. There we are. Now that we're properly prepared, we can commence our tea party. So what was your question, Aster? It's... what am I doing at your tea party? Oh dear, what a question. We're not making you comfortable, are we? That makes me kind of sad. It's not that, but wonderful, so there isn't any problem. I came here on business. I have no intention of being involved in a tea party. Aster! The Botanical Garden Squad holds regular tea parties. During these gatherings, we'll discuss all manner of matters. With the plants growing in our greenhouse, however, as you know, Trina and I rarely leave the garden, so we often don't have much to share with the little ones. Very true. Usually it's not a big deal since we have Leaf with us, but she's up on the surface right now bringing in new little ones. So please, if it's not too much trouble, could you tell the children about what is going on in the outside world? What kind of question to answer? Back and Margaret are curious as well. My little ones also want to know. I'm honestly pretty similar to you guys. I spend all my time in the research lab. I don't have many stories to tell. Today's the first time I've made it out of the lab in a week. Oh. Well then, how about we listen to the radio? Oh my god. Really sharing brain cells. Oh my god. The only government-approved anti-aging injection is the ARC. Evergreen. Yep, that's how that was read. Yep, that's how that's... Yep. Enjoy your youth for longer. They just keep playing the same ad over and over. If I'm not mistaken, the Sovereigns were the only ones who could receive Evergreen. After the first invasion, the ARC's production system wasn't yet fully established. Before the prices eventually stabilized, it was seen as a luxury item only the Sovereigns could afford. Now, however, everyone has access to it, which is a good thing. Yes, it's a relief. I'm sorry, everybody has anti-aging? Huh? And we're back! Right now you're listening to Classic Diva, hosted by me, Noise. In part 2, we will be reading stories from our listeners and playing your song requests. Since the Spring Festa is right around the corner, we've gathered some romantic stories related to spring guaranteed to make your hearts flutter. We'll be accepting story submissions all the way through the festival, so if you got one, be sure to send it into the program. Before we read the stories, I'll give a brief introduction to the Spring Festa. This year's festival is jam-packed with all sorts of special events. Since we got Miss Scylla's very own Botanical Garden Squad on deck as hosts, not only will the cherry blossoms from the surface be open to the public, but the Arc's gardens will also be available for viewing, so you all can look forward to the... Flora turns off the radio. Yes, I know, Lilac, this is my first time hearing about this too. What's that, Margaret? How could they make this kind of decision without telling us? Unfortunately, this world is filled with people who don't consider the thoughts and feelings of others. Her dress is actually pretty cool. I just looked at the bottom of it. Would like to know who? Well, I'm sorry. Allow me to apologize on their behalf. I was going to mention it earlier, but I originally came here to convey orders from CUN. The Belia issued orders for us? Yes. In the interest of upholding market shares, Bacillus has secured the rights to run this year's Spring Festa. Botanical Garden is to spare no expense in ensuring the festival's success, including opening the gardens. If Lobelia is the one that arranged this deal, then why is the responsibility being thrust on us? Trust us. Yep. Because it's a festival focused on flowers, which makes you perfect for it. It's not like we'd be able to refuse anyway. Okay then, for the festi. No, we refuse. Trina, we mustn't open the garden. We can't. You do realize the consequences of disobeying CON's orders, don't you? It doesn't matter. What do you mean by that? This is what we can do. The domain which we oversee is divided into 3 sections. My garden, which is filled with flowers, Trina's arboretum, filled with trees, and leaf specimen lab filled with seeds. For the festival, we'll open up a section, and my section only. Will that be acceptable? I'll report back to CON and let you know. How about you, Trina? Are you okay with that? Yes, thank you, Flora. Good. Now then, Aster, is your work done here? Yes, but there is something personal I would like to speak with you about. With me? Reasons. Research lab will be cleared out soon for the end of the festival. If you left anything important there, you should retrieve it before then. Unless you left everything there intentionally. Great! How's speed reading, guys? Is that good? Everybody having a good time? Everybody understanding everything that is being read into your ear holes? Good. I hope. What time is it? I gotta read faster! As the sun starts to set, I begin my habitual climb up the hill. I must have done it so regularly because of the view. The view of the Ark is beautiful from up there. One day, as I stood on the hill and looked down at the city, I felt a shadow come over me. That's how I first met him. I was wondering where you went. In case you forgot, residency registration is today. What are you doing out here? I know this is the first time we've interacted properly, and I hate coming off as a nag, but let's try to be punctual, okay? So, are you worried about joining our squad? No? Then what are you doing up here, looking so desperate? I realize that you've only done rear support work in the Ark, so the notion of going up to the surface must feel overwhelming. You only became a Nikke toward the end of the Second Surface Reclamation War, so you've never had the opportunity to head up to the surface. Don't look so surprised. I'm your commander after all. I should... You're the command. I want your outfit like that. Yep. I say what I say and I mean what I say, how I said it. Yep. I should know a bit about your background. Now then, why don't we hang out here together? Mind if I stay beside you, my inexperienced friend? You're not inexperienced, you say? Well, I've certainly spent more time on the surface than you. As he chuckled softly, he stood beside me. I'm Josh Hutman. Yep. What's your name? You could call me Litter. A credit for your thoughts? Litter? Leader? Letter. Yep. Oh, hey, Senti. I've been thinking a lot about the past lately. Maybe because it's springtime? Anyway, don't worry about it. It's not that important. Are you done preparing for vacation? Yeah, I know. I took a while. But I'm still not sure if I'm happy with my outfit. No, you look great! I know you're just being nice. But even so, thank you for helping me pick out this outfit. Please consider how much you've done for me. It's the least I could do. In fact, correct me if I'm not mistaken, but is this your first vacation? Is it? I guess I've never taken a break since joining Mighty Tools. Since it's your first vacation, what do you plan on doing? I don't really have any plans. I have plenty of time, so I'm going to mull it over. Is that so? Well, I hope you have a great time. Yes. I hope you have a good time as well, Volt. Litter pulls out an old pocket watch and checks the time. If I don't want to disrupt business, I should head out soon. Senti, while I'm away, don't forget to providing for our customers with the best service around. Of course, don't you worry about a thing. We're getting a new shipment of materials and equipment tomorrow, so make sure to give everything a proper once over. Yes, I'll double and triple check everything. And also... accepting anything on credit, make sure to confirm the payment deadline first. Don't let people pay without asking any questions like last time. Oh, and another thing. Litter! Yes. You do have time for this. Your vacation is getting shorter by the minute. Don't worry about me and get a move on. Start resting already. Oh, okay. I meant to only mention one thing, but I guess I ended up going on for a while. It's okay, I understand you're only looking out for me. Don't worry, I pay close attention to every single word you said. You said a new request came in? Yeah. From Rian. You know, the spring festival that's being held soon. Bacillus is in charge of the festival preparations, and she asked us to build some facilities to use for the festival. As soon as you leave, we're going to start with construction. This is the first time you've been responsible for a task this magnitude. That's right. Before this, I've always worked together with you, so I'm a little worried, a little excited. I promise I'll do my best to uphold the sterling reputation of mighty tools that you've spent your whole life building. Are you sure you'll be fine without me? If you're really worried, I could push back my vacation. Litter, if anyone here is worrying too much, it's you. Relax. Everything will be fine. All I want to do is kick back, relax, and get ready to congratulate me on getting a chance to shine on my own. Alright, you, Volt, and I can celebrate when I get back. We can have a nice party. Sounds good. Looking forward to it. The Spring Festa, huh? Once the festival starts, there will be crowds of people in the surface. Maybe I should visit early and take this peaceful walk along the cherry blossom paths? Well, I'll be off. Take care. Let's go, Volt. It says Volt, but his name is Bolt, but she says Volt. Interesting. Finally, I have some long-awaited time off. For the moment, I'm ruminating. What should I do? Play some video games that are in the library, binge a show where I could turn off my brain. If not that, then actually, even if I spend all day racking my brain deciding what to do, I'll be doing it while lying down in my bed. In fact, that in of itself isn't a bad holiday. Good thing I woke up early in the morning and hung a note on the door. If there's anything I've learned from the recent past, it's that Nikke have a productivity for barging into my room at all hours. Just as I'm starting to relax, someone will barge in and get me involved in this or that, so I had to do something about it. So today I got up extra early and put a note on my door saying no one's in here. As a result, no one has come to disturb me yet. After all, when you've got time to kick off... Oh, you should have a chance to kick back and relax. Blossom? Flora? You seem a little startled. Is something wrong? Did you see the note on my door? No? You mean this? Laura hands me a piece of paper. I'm not in at the moment, so please come back later. Strange, isn't it? Here you are in the commander's room. Yet there's a note saying you're elsewhere. Someone may be impersonating you as a prank. I'll have to track them down. You don't have to go through all that. If you say so. Anyway, what is it this time? Is it CUN again? Lobelia certainly does keep us on our toes with her unpredictable behavior. But I'm actually here for a different reason this time. Laura proceeds to explain something. At one point, she wanted to shut down the garden, and now she wants to open it up to the public. It must be a real headache dealing with her. Indeed, it can be, but her wanting to open up the garden also means that she's finally acknowledged us in some fashion. So, in that sense, I consider it fortune. So, what is it that you need me to do? Should I help with the festival preparations? Oh, that's not why I came here. The festival preparations are going smoothly. Having Happy Zoo help us out the last time the garden opened worked out nicely, and they've kindly offered to lend us a hand again. However, what is it? I'm worried about Trina. I'm sorry, Happy Zoo? What? Anyways, Blossom, how much do you know about Trina? Trina, the botanical garden squad. She tends to the trees in the arbor something. So strong is her desire to be one with nature, she often ends up removing her clothes. Huh? I mean... Okay! Okay! Where's Trina right now? At this point, she's probably tending to the trees along the cherry blossom path. That place is crowded with people. Indeed it is. I'm not sure if you're aware, Blossom, but Trina takes off her clothes whenever she feels confined by them. This isn't an issue, but she's, she could just wear baggy clothing instead of what she's wearing now. Probably really help out a lot. Anyways, this isn't an issue when she's inside the garden, but it's a different story when she's outside. I usually follow her around and make sure she doesn't do anything too scandalous. But I'm too busy preparing for the festival now. Would you be able to look after her in my place? Oh dear. For some reason, it feels like something is going to happen during the Spring Festa. She's going to take off her clothes. That's what's going to happen. Actually, scratch that. Something always happens whenever I'm supposed to be on the holiday. I'm not in at the moment, so please come back later. I crumble up the note and get from my seat. I suppose I should get going. Flora says she's at the cherry blossom path. Boss! I've got a favor to ask you. Now's not the best time. Oh, really? I gotta head to the cherry blossom path. What? Did I just hear you right? I'm so touched, boss. Huh? I didn't even tell you what it was that I wanted, and you guessed it right away. All the time working with you was worth it. We've got it to the level where words aren't needed to understand each other. That sounds like something from Destiny, the Guardians, right? Or something like that. In that case, I'll leave everything to you. I'll see you later. Wait, what is it? What's this favor you keep talking about? I was going to ask you to keep watch over Litter. Litter? Yeah, she's supposed to be on vacation now, but she's going around making things for people instead. Never known her to take a moment's rest in her life, no matter what the circumstances are. She's always on the clock. So it's not exactly surprising that she's working during her vacation time. In many ways, I do find it remarkable. But even so, a vacation is a vacation for a reason. When it's time to rest, you ought to do just that. So I wanted to teach Litter how to kick back. You want me to teach her how to relax? That's right. She should be taking a walk among the cherry blossoms. She said she wanted to see them before festival crowds arrive. Okay, I was about to go there anyway. I'll meet up with her. Thank you. Oh, and there's something else I have to tell you. What's that? I'm going to be taking a first solo assignment. I'll be constructing all the facilities for the Spring Festa. I'm going to do my best to uphold the Mighty Tool's reputation, so be sure to come back to the festival to see my handiwork. I'll be rooting for you. Alright, I better get going. Since she's about to leave, she abruptly snatches something from my hand. Trash goes to the trash bin. Maintaining a clean work environment is something I learned from Leader. Oh. I should learn that too. She proceeds to toss a note in the trash for me. Oh my god. Soon after Cherry Blossom paths. Fortunately, there aren't any people around. Instead, upon my arrival, I'm greeted by two figures. I feel suffocating. Oh shoot, Trina twisting and fidgeting in discomfort. Don't be absurd. And Litter, who is standing in front of Trina and scolding her. Alright, good to know what's happening there. Okay, so where are we? We're at Cherry Blossom. Oh, I gotta read faster. That day, the paddles I let fly from the hill led me to the research lab. Working at the lab with Rin, and the days passed quickly. Without saying who was first, we would both climb the hill together, and when we look up at the sky, by the time the sun had set, Rina would ask, "How was your day today?" The days passed one after another, and before we knew it, 5 years had passed. One day we sat on the hill, as always, watching the sun go down. "How was your day today?" "Nothing special, nothing ordinary." "How about you, Rin?" "Me?" "Same as usual, conducting some research in the lab, taking care of the little ones. In other words, a very special day. By the way, speaking of the lab, have you ever considered officially joining Botanical Garden? You could take your plant research to the next level. I could take you as my pupil." That's okay, thanks. What do you mean?" I just don't know what the point would be. It's not like research plants will be proclaiming the sound, something. I don't know. Not that I'm saying what you're doing is a bad thing. I know what you mean. No point, huh? To mark the arrival of spring, I was thinking of a holiday festival called the Festival of Harmony. Wait, I've heard that in another game. Anyways, I want to exhibit flowers in remembrance of those who couldn't make it to the Ark during the first invasion. If it's not too much of an imposition, would you be willing to help me with the preparations? I never thought I'd ask to help with another festival. I've helped with the Spring Festival before. In fact, this will be the third time I've lent a hand for a festival. Are you cheering me on? Thanks, but you don't have to do that. Flora put me in charge of managing the Cherry Blossom Path. There isn't much to it, considering the trees don't require much intervention. They'll never wither. With a bitter smile, Trina's gaze drifts towards the towering cherry blossoms in the distance. The tree stands atop a hill, its a lush blossom painting the sky pink, so suffocating. Faced with such breathtaking beauty, Trina collapses to the ground. Can't breathe. Breathing grows ragged and she keeps repeating the same sentence over and over. Can't breathe. At some point, can't breathe. In a desperate attempt to break free from the illusion she's created for herself, can't breathe. In order to get closer to nature, can't breathe. Trina begins to tear off her clothes. Can't breathe. At the same time, what in the world are you doing? The moment I joined the new squad, I was thrown headlong into intensive training. By the time it was over, my body felt like it was falling apart at the seams. Nevertheless, I continued to climb up the hill. As I gazed down on the city, I heard Josh's voice. "What are you doing over here? It's almost dinner time. We've got to make sure to be on time, alright?" Before I knew it. Knew it? Yep, knew it. There was only 1 week left until deployment. That day as well, I was on the hill looking down at the city. I knew I'd find you here. You came here in an awful hurry. That's pretty rich coming for someone who's always running late. We're having one final get-together before heading up to the surface. Don't you remember? Everyone kept asking me to come get you. How many times are you going to make me beg to be on time? Come on, pretend to humor this pitiful commander's request, will you? At least let me keep my dignity in front of the other squad members. So, do you still have concerns about going to the surface? I was never worried. Nice try. I've seen you praying up there every day. Don't worry too much. Nothing will happen. We'll all come back safely, and when we do, we'll celebrate the first deployment. Right, I'm sure we will. Alright, I suppose we can skip training for one day tomorrow. What are you talking about? Have you heard about the Festival of Harmony by any chance? It starts tomorrow. If you're up for it, how about we all go, the entire squad? Was that really 15 years ago? Alright. Sorry for stopping in the middle of our work. Let's continue. I'm tired. All I did was make a few things on the way here, and I'm already pooped. I'm not as young as I once was. I ought to let Sit take over soon. I hope she's doing alright without me. You're right. I'll stop worrying. I should focus on where we should be holding the party for her. It's important to celebrate your big debut. As Litter mutters caustically to herself, she catches sight of a massive cherry tree in the distance. Is that the everlasting Sakura? The tree stands atop a hill in a lush blossom, painting the sky pink. Standing before such rapturous beauty, Litter is rendered speechless. It's magnificent. At that moment, she spots a strange figure. Hold on, is that? Under the cherry blossom, something that shouldn't be there is dangling from the branches. What in the world are you doing? Okay, where are we now? Okay, we might be fine. Guys, where did I leave off? Did anybody see what chapter was the next chapter? Is it blue? Was it blue? Yes, it was blue. Okay, good. Letter fills me in on what happened back at the cherry blossom path. I was taking a walk with Volt, and I noticed something in the distance dangling from the branches of the tree. I wondered what it was. And it turns out it was Trina tending to the tree in a state of undress. Naturally, I couldn't leave her like that, so I raised my voice at her. I knew this would happen. Son, please. I swear, it's... This is not a tree, this is a cow! I saw that and I was like, why does she have an utter print on her? Look! I can't go on like this. Maybe you should lay off her for a moment, Litter. Trina seems to be in really physical pain. Well, since you're here, Greenhorn, things should be better. Thank you. Just use a bit of discretion next time you dress. Oh, all right. What are you doing? Litter quickly covers my eyes. But didn't you say it was okay since the sun was here? That's not what I meant. If anything, his being here makes it worse. Oh, really? Stop being ridiculous. I can't stand here and allow you to waltz around naked. I'm going to dedicate my time off to making sure you become a respectable person. Me? But I'm a Nikke. That's not what I meant. Litter resumes her lecture. Said he didn't ask me to help out, so I suppose I can't let things continue as they are. Once the commotion settles down, the three of us start to walk along the cherry blossom path. Never noticed the cherry blossoms when I was building this path. Now that they're in full bloom, they really are breathtaking. Everyone is going to love them once the festival begins. Wait, did you just say you built this path? Yes. Trina and I both constructed it. It felt like yesterday that Trina came to ask me if I could help build this path, which would be a stage for the Festival of Harmony. But in reality, it's been years. Time sure does have a way of slipping from you. That's right. I certainly wouldn't mind if it slowed down a little. That's why I'm always going on about this and that. We're no spring chickens anymore. We may be Nikkes, but even will expire someday. So we have to make the most of the time we have left, and that includes not stripping to the buff anywhere we please. Where did all this come from anyway? You weren't like this before. I'm not sure. Anyway, it is kind of funny for one veteran to be lecturing another. But since I've started, I might as well add one more thing. I want you to be remembered the right way, Trina. As a kind Nikke who cared passionately for others and helped create a place where people could come and feel happy seeing the flowers. We gotta live life to the fullest and leave behind proof that we existed. That way, when our time is up, the world and the people around us will remember us honorably. Shouldn't you complete your story for those who we leave behind? for the ones we leave behind. Do you think there's any meaning to that? Of course there is. If you die without leaving a mark of any kind, how can you ever prove that kind of person you were? Instead, you'll become the subject of all kinds of rumors until you're eventually forgotten. That's why we have to work hard to live life to the fullest and leave behind proof that we lived. Later finishes her speech. The massive cherry blossom tree on the hill comes into view. It's been a while since I saw this. Did you see it last festival? Yes, but I thought the same thing back then. It's beautiful. The towering cherry trees seems to fill the entire sky with its overwhelming presence. As I gaze upon the cherry blossom in full bloom, the memories of the previous festival surface. Many people will probably come to see it again this year. We'll need plenty of facilities to accommodate the large crowds. I wonder if Sandy will be able to handle it on her own. I hope she doesn't make something strange again. Sandy will be fine. You've done a wonderful job teaching her. I want her to be more than fine. Quietly gazing at the cherry trees, Litter takes out a pocket watch. Before my time is up, I want something to surpass me. Only then will I be able to pass this watch on to her. What's the significance of that watch? Let's just say it's proof that I've lived. Ever since I started working at Mighty Tools, I've always kept this watch on me. If you're talking about passing down that watch, do you mean... Yes. I'll be stepping down from this job, retiring. Anyway, Trina's been suspiciously quiet. You're not taking your clothes off, are you? Are you okay? I feel like I'm suffocating. What's wrong? I'm fine. Just go back. The everlasting Sakura doesn't need any care. It's just an illusion. It's fine to head back. Okay, we don't want you overexerting yourself. Greenhorn, I'll carry Trina. Can you take care of Volt? Sure. I realize you're feeling comfortable, Trina, but lean on me. Thank you. It's time like this, I wish I was taller. Alright, let's go. With Trina leaning on Litter, leaves the cherry path. Even though she said she was fine, Trina's expression when she glanced at the cherry tree bothers me, almost as if there was a sense of being sick and tired of something. Oh, I see. Are you feeling any better? Yes, thank you for taking care of me. Glad to hear you're better. What's on your mind, Greenhorn? You seem to be off in another world the entire way here. You and Trina made the cherry blossom path together, right? Right. Then what about the cherry tree? The cherry tree? I don't understand what you mean. I heard that the cherry tree from the surface, the everlasting Sakura, has its lifespan artificially extended. That's why it's been able to survive on the Ark all these years. Could the person who carried out those measures be... As I relate the story I heard from Sakura, Trina's body starts to tremble. As expected, the person who made the everlasting Sakura is none other than... That's right. The everlasting Sakura is one of my failed creations. Oh. Preparing for a festival was much harder than I thought it'd be. By the time I came to my senses, it was already the last day of the festival. After finally finishing the last order of business, I dragged my exhausted body up the hill. When I got to the top... There you are. Rena was staring... as usual. How was your day today? I've been so busy preparing for the festival, but I think most everything's done now. Huh, I see. Would you like to sit here for a moment? As I sat down, Rennie pointed to the towel. I don't mean to be doing this. I'm just saying the first thing that comes to my brain, and that's really dangerous, but it's fine. Down below us. You asked me before what's the point of the plant research was. Have you still not come up with an answer? The streets below were filled with smiling attendees of the Festival of Harmony, taking the flowers of the trees. Trina, plant research may not directly help and reclaim the surface. That much is true. Still, if it affords us a chance to witness... for me, that reason is enough. By the way, did you know the people who came to the festival are exchanging items they brought from the surface? In the spirit of that, I brought something for you. I'd have anything I brought from the surface, so I thought I'd simply give you what's most precious to me. Ta-da! Renee handed a small key. It's a garden key. Garden key? Yep, I wanted to see more scenes like this in the future, so I made a garden. My wish is that when people are looking at the flowers and trees, they'll forget their worries for a moment. I'm pouring that wish and my hope into that garden. Right now it's just filled with saplings, so it doesn't look like much, but once they all grow, you'll be amazed. You should come and visit when you got the time. Thank you. I didn't prepare anything for you. It's fine, you've already given me plenty. I have? Yeah, I'm looking down at it right now. As Renee spoke, she gazed down at the town and smiled radiantly. Looking at her beaming, I found myself wishing for something. I wish that I could see the scenery and look upon more bright smiles similar to hers. Anytime, anywhere. Hey, Rennie, Yeah. I wanted to join botanical garden. So you finally come around to the idea? Then you need to make me a promise, alright? What is it? Never stop treasuring the plants. If you do that, you'll do right by the ones you're seeing today and honor them. Pretty simple, right? A long time ago, there was someone who led me to the botanical garden. At that time, Renee practically dragged me to the Festival of Harmony, kicking and screaming. It goes by a different name now, Spring Festa, that right. I saw entire crowds of people forget all their worries while looking at the flora. After seeing Rin smile for the first time since she's arrived at the Ark, I made up my mind. I decided to follow Rin's suggestion and I resolved to research plants at the botanical garden, and that's why you made the everlasting sakura. I wanted people to be able to see flowers and trees anywhere, anytime. That way, whenever they wanted to forget their worries, they could have easy access to them. Then I'd say you succeeded. Thanks to your research, trees are a common sight in the Ark. After years of research, the day finally came when the everlasting sakura bloomed. The first person I went to see was Rin. That's when I realized for the first time, unlike me who had become a Nikke, for Rin who had chosen to live her life as a human, time passed much more quickly. In the end, Rin never got to see the everlasting sakura. My wish was nothing but an illusion. Looking back on it now, it's so obvious. All I wanted was to look upon her bright, pure smile. But I attempted to bring it about with illusions. It's a bit of a contradiction, isn't it? I'm sorry. I know I'm a downer. Oh, I need to stop by the garden before it gets too late. I was told to notify them once we were finished renovating the cherry blossom path. The dance of stress goes back and forth, back and forth. Huh? The dance of stress? What do you mean? Soon after, we came to the garden to see Flora. However, something didn't feel right. Am I the only one who finds it strange? No, I feel it too. Aren't there still a few more days until the festival? Yeah, as far as I know. Why are there so many people here? The festival hasn't even begun, yet the garden is crammed full of Nikkes. Uh-oh. Wait, from your stress and reading this fast? Oh, I tend to do this anytime that I'm actually just trying to speed read something. I don't know why. I've always done this. I just right now I have more freedom and not so conscious of people watching me, so I'm doing it more aggressively, but usually like I actively move my head side to side. I don't know why. I tend to actually do it when I meaning to actually speed read properly. Anyways, how many times must I tell you? We can't be late. Don't blame me if you end up getting chewed out by the superiors. Anyway, how are you finding the Festival of Harmony? It's nice. I didn't realize how long it's been since I let go and relaxed. Well, we all need days off. If you ever hurl yourself forward and fixate on the distant future, you'll get exhausted pretty quickly. We also never know when our time is up, so it'd be a real shame to miss out on moments like this, don't you think? We silently looked down at the festival, which was in full swing. From up on the hill, the view of the Ark and the sight of the people blending in with the flowers and trees was truly beautiful. You know what I like so much about this festival? Whenever I'm looking at the greenery, all my worries melt away. When we go up to the surface, we'll get to see even more beautiful plant life than today. I can't wait. I'm excited too. Still, I don't think I'll ever forget what I'm seeing here today. Here, take this. What are you giving me this? Didn't you know, on the last day of the Festival of Harmony, people exchange things that are precious to them. I already gave gifts to the others. It'd hardly be fair to exclude you. There's a pocket watch I used to use. It may look little worse for wear, but it tells the time perfectly. You can use that to check the time, so now you won't have an excuse for being late. Did we agree to have a nice meal once we get back to the surface? You're the guest of honor, and we're celebrating a successful first deployment on the surface, so we can't have you being late to the party. This time, let's try to be punctual. I'll try. I should give you something too. It's fine. If you find something good the next time you're on the surface, you can give it to me. Leonard has been lost in thought ever since we entered the garden. The sight of the Nikkes quietly enjoying the flowers seemed to have her reminiscing about old times. It was right. Sometimes moments like this are necessary. Everyone seems so at peace. Anyway, we should try and find Flora. Yes, but how are we going to find Flora amongst all these Nikkes? Trainer! What brings you here? Biscuit, good timing. Huh? Do you know where Flora is? Flora? I haven't seen her in a while, not after all these visitors suddenly arrived. I see. I do remember her scent, though, so I could try tracking her down for you. You are actually a dog? That'd be wonderful. Thank you. But don't you need to take care of the animals at the shelter? I know you've been helping Flora for the past few days. Guillotine is taking care of our furry friends, so it's fine. She also brought back someone named Maiden to help her. Oh, anywho, give me just a minute. Oh, that's interesting. God, I want to see that. I want to see that. That has to be amazing. I'll go find Flora for you. Biscuit runs off on the other side of the garden. Even for Biscuit... Even for Biscuit... I should not have done that. Okay, good. Even for Biscuit, finding Flora among so many Nikkes will surely take some time. While we wait, why don't I introduce you to the little ones? Soon after, what flower is this? This one is called lilac. Whenever spring comes, it breaks into a big grin like this. Isn't it pretty? Litter and Trina are absorbing the flowers. The more I look around the garden, the more I can feel how each plant is being conscientiously cared for. That's right. The plants here are carefully tended to maintain the natural form, the temperature, the humidity, the soil, the sunlight. Everything is carefully monitored and adjusted according to their specific needs. The fact that they're tended to with such loving care is why the plants here are able to bring out smiles in people. Because they've been allowed to remain in their natural state. Say, where do I need to go to get the abortum? Yep. You manage. Well, the abortum will remain closed to the public. Isn't that right, Trina? Yes, that's right. It's not going to be opened. Why is that? So that Rin can rest. That's all I can say. I heard the news. You finished renovating the cherry blossom path? Yes, so is there anything I can help with the garden? Sorry, what did you say, Lilac? Oh my, I forgot all about that. And it's terribly important. Trina, I have one more favor to ask of you. What's that? Before I ask, I should explain to you why the garden is so crowded right now. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. What do you mean? I thought of something while preparing for the festival. I wanted Nikkes who work so hard every day to be able to come to the festival and rest. So I made special invitations for them, but I accidentally wrote the wrong date on them. And that's why the garden is so crowded? Exactly. It's hard to imagine someone like you making such a simple mistake. No one's perfect. Should I tell everyone that the dates were incorrect? I think it's too late for that. True. You can't send everyone back after they came all this way. Precisely. So just for today, I was thinking of a festival for the Nikkes. Oh, a festival just for Nikkes? That's not a bad idea. Which brings me to my request. Flora hands over a stack of pamphlets. In order for the guests to fully enjoy the festival, could you help distribute these spring festa pamphlets? Gotta read faster! This year's Spring Festo will feature a unique promotional event. Attendees will take these pamphlets and get a stamp when they head to the specific location. The garden, the spring fair, the cherry blossom brought the surface. To help make this process easier, I'd like you to place these pamphlets at key locations along the route. The gardens have already been covered, so if you could take care of the other two spots, that'd be great. Following Flora's request, we head towards the entrance of the cherry blossom path, where the spring fair is taking place. The area is already crowded with Nikkes who had received invitations. Rookie? Good timing. Everyone here is saying they got invitations saying to come today. Do you know what went wrong? Well, you see. So she wrote the wrong dates on the invitations. What a pain. Is this going to cause any issues with the spring fair? Sunday is set up the booths pretty quickly, so we should be able to get it up and running no problem. Last time she turned a basic general store into a high-scale luxury boutique, so I was a bit concerned. But this time she did a perfect job. She kept the market's atmosphere appropriately modest, and the booths blended in perfectly with the cherry blossom palette just like I wanted. You've taught her well, Litter. Hell, you're certainly right about that, Jan. Oh, by the way, I have something to give you. Trina begins to explain the pamphlet and stamp system to Jan. Didn't I tell you, Litter? Sandy would be fine. You're right, Greenhorn. Cynthia has really blossomed. That's right, and she'll continue to flourish. One day, she's sure to become as outstanding as you. Whenever people see her, they'll recall that you were her teacher. And they'll remember that what kind of Nikke you were. You'll be remembered as you should be. So, before your time runs out, think about what you want to do for yourself. For myself, is there anything more tragic than in search of a complete death, leaving your life incomplete? As she takes in my exhortations, Litter quite silently watches the bustling spring fair booths for a long time. You're right. Possible I would be best to complete both. Okay. Shoot! I hope it was here. I clicked the wrong button. We're back at the cherry blossom path. All we need to do is place the pamphlets along the way as we follow the path. Are you going to be okay, Trina? Trina's gaze drifts towards the distant hill. Gradually, her eyes become stained pink. Just before her vision is completely enveloped in rosy hues, she squeezes her eyes shut. Phew. You still feel like you're suffocating? Yes. If it gets too much, we can handle it from here. You don't need to force yourself up the hill. Trina's hand clenched tightly, crumpling the pamphlet she's holding. After some time, she finally opens her mouth. I'm sorry. I'll wait here. You two can... Litter gently holds Trina's trembling hands. It's okay. Greenhorn and I will go to the everlasting Sakura. Thank you. In the meantime, you can sit down here. Sorry? You heard Flora. Today is a festival just for Nikkes. It won't be a problem for us to take a short break under a cherry tree. For goodness sake, how long are you going to keep standing there? Litter grabs Trina's hand and yanks her down to sit beside her. Greenhorn, you have a seat as well. Okay. Sitting side by side, we proceed to gaze at the cherry tree. Isn't this nice? Whenever you take in nature, you forget all about your worries. Trina, there's something I've been worrying about. What's happened with you and Rin? What was she to you? Trina fishes out a key from her pocket and wordlessly fiddles with it for a long time. Then, as if she has finally come to some kind of resolution, she looks up to the distant hill and speaks up. Whenever the sun began to set, I would habitually climb the hill. Okay. Okay, now I don't think I need to speed read. She has pockets! You're right, I didn't even realize that. Okay. I think now I can read at a decent time. Unless these are really long. I hope not. I became a Nikke not long after I joined Botanical Garden. I did it in order to fulfill my wish. I needed time to create the everlasting Sakura. I threw myself headlong into the research, skipping meals and foregoing sleep. Eventually, I became oblivious to the passage of time. The more time I spent inside the lab, the less time I spent climbing up the hill. At some point, I was staying in the lab all the time. After who knows how much time had passed, the everlasting Sakura finally blossomed. When that happened, the first person I went to see was Rin. Is it Rin? Is it Renee? Is it Renee? I don't know what her name is. However, the place where I met her wasn't our usual spot at the hill, but inside a quiet hospital room. It's been a long time, Rin. It's when I realized for the first time, unlike me who had become a Nikke, for Rin who had chosen to forego the evergreen injection and live her life as a human, time passed much more quickly. Renee. Renee, okay. Wait, the E is silent? So Rin? Renee? I'm just gonna say Rin. How was your day today? Conducted some research in the lab, took care of the little ones. Just an ordinary day. I see. For me, it's a special day because I get to see you. The flowers are blooming on the hill. I'm sorry that I couldn't go with you to see the cherry blossom tree. I don't have the strength anymore. I came too late. If only I'd come sooner. Trina, I have a favor to ask of you. What is it? The garden. The promise we made. Going forward. In accordance with her last wish, Rin's ashes were scattered in the garden, and her belongings were delivered to the lab. From that day on, I protected the garden so Rin could rest in peace. Is that why... Ah! That's sad. The abortum... Is it abortum? I don't know what that is, actually. Actually, I have no idea what that is. Oh, I see. Interesting. It's closed to visitors. There's a tree. Arboretum? Let's see. Can I do a pronunciation? Let's see. Arboretum. That's what it is. Arboretum. Okay. Arboretum. There's a tree in the Arboretum where Rin's ashes are buried. I wasn't able to keep my promise to her. Instead, I chased an illusion and ruined everything. I created the everlasting Sakura and destroyed the true value of the plants I saw that day. I ruined any hope of seeing Rin smile again. No longer was I able to climb up the hill. Despite all of it, however, I still wish for Rin to rest peacefully. That's all I have left. And so I must protect that with everything I have. That is why I can't open up the Arboretum. You regret creating the everlasting Sakura. That's why the hill instills you with fear. Yes, because Rin is no longer there. I see. Thank you for telling us. I'm sure it wasn't easy. As a token of gratitude, I'll tell you my story. You will? Yes. It was a long time ago. Back then. Whenever the sun began to set, I would climb that hill habitually. On the last day of the Festival of Harmony, people would exchange their treasured belongings. However, I never had the chance to repay Josh. First day I went up to the surface, Josh died. He was killed by a raptor during an operation. He died trying to protect an inexperienced Nikke. It was her first time up on the surface, and she had wandered around excitedly without thinking. He threw his life away to protect a pathetic rookie. Keep your chin up, kid. My life for yours, that's enough for me. Stop talking. You're making your wounds open up more. Leader, what kind of person am I? I hope that I'm remembered as a good person. My first excursion on the surface came to a close, and I headed to the rendezvous point. It was the first time I'd ever been on time. There was no one else there to witness it. My comrades left behind no wills, no mementos. There was nothing left. That's when I realized dying an incomplete death only makes it harder for those left behind. Ever since that day, I've strived to ensure that when I go, I'll leave my mark. I stopped climbing the hill, but it wasn't all bad. There was a lot to do at the workshop, and my comrades were no longer there. That became my daily existence. That's when you came to visit me, Trina. The request to construct the cherry blossom path. Once we were finished with the path on the day the Festival of Harmony began, I climbed up the hill for the first time in a long time. As I walked up the hill admiring the cherry blossoms, old memories came flooding back, one after the other. Banal jokes and pranks between me and my old comrades resurfaced, and I had to stop walking from time to time as I was laughing so hard. When I finally reached the top, I stood underneath the everlasting Sakura. From there, I could see it clearly. What they had left. Leader smiles brightly as she gazes at the distant hill. Over there, that's the resting place for my memories with my comrades. I wasn't the only one who saw it either. When I looked around, I could see all manner of people smiling brightly. Some were leaving behind new memories. Some were reminiscing. And all were forgetting their worries in that moment. I want you to witness that, Trina. Even if you're afraid, I want you to climb this hill and face the everlasting Sakura. I want you to see with your own two eyes that what lies there is not an illusion. So, Leader reaches her hand out to Trina and stands up. Won't you come with me to see the everlasting Sakura together? Holding Leader's hand, Trina takes a step forward. With every movement closer to the everlasting Sakura, showers of pink petals fill the skies of responding to their steps. Phew. Stay strong, Trina. We're almost there. Okay. If it gets too much, let me know. I'm okay for now. Leader tights her grip on Trina's hand. The two of them silently climbed the hill. After a while, Trina once again glimpses the scenery she had left behind on this hill so long ago. Hello, Paradox Jonesy? I don't know how to say your name. I apologize, but thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. You once said that the everlasting Sakura was nothing more than an illusion. Do you still feel that way? Underneath the cherry trees in bloom, the throngs of Nikke smiled radiantly, as if they had forgotten all their worries. Trina, the everlasting Sakura is no illusion. If there were, how could it bring out such wholesome smiles? Your desire to preserve the values of those plants, your yearning to fulfill the promise you made to Rin. They're still alive and well. But Rin isn't here. She can't see the everlasting Sakura. There's no meaning to any of this. You're right. Rin isn't here. But her wish lives on. You said so yourself. Rin wished for people to forget their worries for a moment, brief moments, while looking at the flowers and trees. I want to see more scenes like this in the future, so I made a garden. My wish is that when people are looking at the flowers and trees, they'll forget their worries for a moment. I'm pouring that wish and my hope into that garden. The everlasting Sakura has helped fulfill Rin's wish. It's allowed people to be truly happy, even if just for a moment, and smile. That's more than enough to give it meaning. It also means that Rin can rest in peace. Trina's gaze turns to the everlasting Sakura, the place where Rin always spoke to her. The everlasting Sakura casts shade over Trina. You're right. Tears well up in Trina's eyes as she gazes up at the everlasting Sakura. As if to comfort her, a lone petal drifts into her hand. Your family is up there, aren't they? If you let the wind carry this, it will eventually reach your family. Trina opens her hand, and the petal flies up high, carried by the wind. After watching the petal for a while, Trina speaks. Thank you for bringing me here. You don't have to thank me. You're the one who brought me here in the first place. He said his name was Josh. Humit? Huh? It must have been an amazing commander to have inspired someone as remarkable as you. I should thank him as well as your comrades. You're right. We should. Leader closes her eyes. As her memories intermingle with the scent of the flowers, she quietly prays that her fallen comrades may rest in peace. Leader, you said you wanted to visit the... Uh-oh, I forgot how to pronounce that again. Arboretum. Right? Whenever you got time, you're more than welcome to come visit. Sure, it sounds nice. Beneath the sheltering pink sky, Leader and Trina share stories from times long gone. The next time I see the everlasting Sakura, I will remember this day. Underneath the flourishing cherry blossoms, I quietly close my eyes, in order to remember today in all its beauty for a long time. In order to not forget the memories of the past, to forge new ones for the future. Finally, I got some long-awaited time off. But there's something I can't get off my mind. I can't rest until I get answers. I should pay a botanical garden a visit. Oh, Trainer, hello. Hey, Biscuit, I'm surprised to see you here. Today is the last day of the festival. and I promised to help until the end. I knew we could count on you, Sunflower. Blossom, what brings you to the garden today? Do you need some stamps for your pamphlet? No, it's not that. There's something I've been wondering about. Oh, what's that? The mix-up with the dates on the invitation. Is that really a mistake? It's hard to say. Will you follow me? There's something I want to show you. Are we where I think we are? Her leads me into Trina's Arboretum. Throughout the Arboretum, people rest under the shade of the trees. After you and Marigold took Trina to see the everlasting Sakura, she came back and proclaimed that she wanted to open up the Arboretum. I must say that I'm quite grateful to you both. I suspected that mistake of yours was anything but. Now that you mention it, where is Trina? She should be over there. Leader came by earlier, so Trina's giving her a tour of the Arboretum. Biscuit points off in the distance, where I can see. The place is so refreshing, isn't it? Leader, do you remember one of the traditions of the Festival of Harmony, where you exchange gifts on the last day? I remember. Well, I was thinking that I would give you something that's precious to me. Ta-da! Trina hands over an old key to Leader. It's the key to the Arboretum. Are you sure you're okay with giving this to me? Of course! From now on, I plan on keeping this place open to the public. That way, people can visit and forget all their worries. And Rin's wish can come true. Not only that, she'll be able to rest peacefully. To that end, I'd like you to keep this key. Really? Leader gingerly takes the key. I'll keep this safe. Feel free to visit the Arboretum at any time you feel like resting. Okay, I'll do that. I really should give you something in return. Here, take this. Leader hands Trina her old pocket watch. I was originally thinking of passing this on to Senti, but I realize now that's not necessary. Even without this, people will be able to look at Senti and remember me. So I'd like you to keep this. Trina takes the pocket watch with an equal amount of reverence. Thank you. I'll also keep this safe. For some reason, my eyelids feel heavy. It's been a while since I had a nice rest. As Leader dozes off, Trina gently strokes her hair and smiles softly. An easygoing, carefree smile. Rest well, my friend. A few days later. I can't believe how much dust has gathered up so quickly. Let's see. Trina looks around Rin's lab. The tables are lined with Rin's belongings. What's this? Among them, a letter catches Trina's attention. The letter begins with the following. Hello, Trina. How was your day today? It was another ordinary day. I did some research in the lab, took care of the little ones. A really special day. But you know, Rin, I prepared a festival. And you know what happened there? Oh, my eyes! Warm sunlight, a gentle fluttering breeze, flowers sprouting up and blossoming one by one, dotting the land with color. In the arc, spring has begun, bringing along with it a warm and dizzying array of various emotions. For some, the overriding emotion is excitement. For others, spring brings a feeling of revitalization. And others, it brings a sense of nostalgia. We did it! No! again! Oh my god. Guys, you thought that this wouldn't happen. Now I was able to do it. The reading, my god, the reading. The speed. Not the way we want it. Strong bones in you. Oh my god. Well, that was sad. That was real sad. Do I have anything to pull? You know, I know the story of Yep. I'm glad. I'm glad. No. I clicked that. Thank you. I'm glad. You know what? Let's do a pool. Why don't we? Anyways, we did it. I hope you guys loved that speed reading. It was absolutely amazing, right? You guys got everything, nothing but skips at all.
Ah, right. I promised to meet with my new teacher today.
I should
Leave
just
it.
skip. Oh!
Even if there is only a 1% chance, you can be cured.
I didn't know we got a gold. I didn't know you could get a gold at this. I thought... How many core does the core... Huh? What? Golds are 1% in the friendship banner? It liked my speed reading. What do you mean? Everything's fine in here. Everything's good in here. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing wrong in here. Nope, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. Yep. It's all good. Oh my god, so many. It's fine, we got more soldier EGs. We can make soldier EG even stronger. Alright. The luckiest little goof on the planet. I love that title. I love that title so much. I love that. That is amazing. I am indeed, alright? I am the luckiest little goof on the planet, okay? Anyways, that was for rest. Wait. It's literally just for rest. I thought... What did I type? Wait, what did I type? I said for the rest. But that's just for rest. Cool. No, we don't talk about Isabel. I don't know what you're talking about. Isabel doesn't exist. I don't...
Fully active.
No.
Pierce through.
You type for their... There's the... I don't know what you're talking about, alright? It's fine. It's fine. Anyways. That is it. I still need to... we can kill time. What can we kill time doing? We can do some main campaign stuff. You know what? I know we have the other events still going on, but let's just do one main campaign and then... Where am I? What hell am I in? Look, you guys weren't expecting it, but it's fine.
On my way. They are humanity's enemy, and so I shall defeat them.
Hold on, this is not right. This is wrong. Let's see. Teacher, what was the order again, teacher? What was the order? Oh. I don't remember. Sensei, please help me. She has many titles? Yeah, she does. I know it started with you.
Oh boy, it's my turn.
And I know it ends with you.
As you wish. Hi, me.
Oh, okay, yes.
Join teacher. Let's
Nope.
give it everything. As you wish.
There it is. Okay. Wait, EG the Naga. Oh, I've had that swap the entire time.
As you wish. Teacher,
go for
what are we learning today? Yes, on my way.
Whatever. I'll just do what I can.
Soldier EG! You got this, Soldier
Reload.
EG. You got this. You got this, Soldier EG. I believe in you.
Oh! May victory be ours.
Fully active. Pierce through.
Charge!
How to reload real quick.
Look it! Soldier EG is amazing. Oh, and it's also gonna talk to me too.
Well, we won! Oh, happy day, Commander!
You can drag the torches for their positions. Oh, I didn't know that. Good to know. This talks, right?
That's much better.
Yep.
You can come out now.
I definitely remember what happened. Oh, yes, never mind. I remember. I remember now.
As I should be. Only the strong survive up here. You won't get to the top of the food chain by being weak, that's for sure.
Commander... Commander Joe?
As strong as I am. You, of all people, should know, considering that knuckle sandwich he gave you.
Gohan,
At
you're
first,
right.
he
It's
was a
Gohan.
weak human, much
Forgot.
like yourself. But then he swapped his broken bones and tattered skin for mechanical parts.
That's what I want to do.
He even managed to cover up all the gaps resulting from the surgeries. Before I met him, I thought all humans were doomed to be prey for all eternity. Thanks to him, I've come around slightly on that.
What made him do this to himself? He decided to stop being a baby, Commander, so, you know, thought to take notes.
He's obsessed with reclaiming the surface. The thought of it has consumed him entirely.
So is she
More
on our
than
side or
anyone
not
else
on
I've
our
seen.
side?
For him, reclaiming the surface will never come to pass if it's left to bureaucrats pontificating over it during their lunch meetings. The sunshine, the smell of the grass, the flow of the water, and the windswept valleys on a breezy day. He intends for all of it to come to pass by his hand alone. Achieving this is his entire purpose in life. He's willing to do anything to make his dream a reality. Now, let me ask you something. Are you not a commander, sent from the Ark, to recapture the surface as well. Yet, even with Vapaus within your grasp, you claimed you'd use it instead to liberate the Nikkes.
Yes.
What if, as a result, a heretic survives and threatens your precious homestead and its people? What would you do then?
I didn't listen. I was distracted looking at something else. They're really cool horns. Like, really cool horns. Like, really, really cool. It reminded me of something else. I can't recall right now what it's from. A heretic survives. Oh, and there sits your precious homestead and its people. I mean, isn't the child a heretic technically? Put everything I have on the line. Protrusive. Look, they're cool. All right, look at them.
And does that include?
Oh, they remind me from Monster Hunter. One of the monsters. I think it's one of the armor that from Sunbreak. I think that's what that reminds me of. I believe. I might be misremembering. Apparently, I'm putting my life on the line. I don't know why, but yes, I am.
How disappointing. If there is anything of less value than a human life, I do not know of it.
Oh, an EX stage. Do I have time for this? I do.
Proceeding to target.
It's time to use our team to the fullest.
A good student listens well. Yes, on my way.
Time. It is time. It is time for Soldier AG to shine. I don't remember how to fight this thing. It's fine. I don't need to.
Oh! May victory be ours. Feast your eyes on what a student can do.
Ow, ow, ow. I am dying from something. I don't know what's killing me.
Oh! May victory be... I'm going.
Oh, it's you things. Right, I forgot.
Reload.
It's dead!
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Yes, on my way.
There's a shiny around here. Ooh! I think we can do this.
Ugh. Do I have to fight?
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
I think I can do it. I think I have
I
time.
can't believe I'm already about to graduate.
Okay, while you're doing that, so crazy, I'm gonna go get...
Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick. Charge! Mission cleared. I'll follow you.
Ugh. Do I have to fight?
Moving out.
We're here.
Everywhere is a wasteland, no matter where I look. This place isn't.
Of course, it's not paradise. I'm going to put you through a little test.
A test?
That's right. During our chat on the way here,
I don't want to go to paradise.
I was trying to figure you out. But words alone won't suffice. For example, giving one's life to a cause is something that cannot be proven using words alone. So I, Haran, as a Watcher of Paradise,
Uh-oh.
will conduct a trial that will be a true test of your resolve.
Oh no.
Humans reveal who they truly are when faced with the death.
No.
I will help set the stage for you.
No!
Before that, however, we must first ensure the monster you're going up against is somewhat docile. Come with me, human. For the first step, your ability as a commander will be put to the test.
I'm in danger. That's fine, it's Fatug. Fatug's a baby. Won't be missed. Nobody will miss him. Maybe we'll finally get proper Fatug into this.
Oh, may victory be ours. Reload.
They got this. They got this. It's not even squeezing anymore. Okay, this might be a little bit bad. Oh, this might be bad. Oh, this might be bad.
May
Please.
victory be
Oh
ours.
my god, please shoot the bombs that are coming to us! What are you doing? Alright, it's fine. Never mind. Everything's completely fine. You know, after I went through some such harsh, extensive training, it's not needed. We're
We
good.
won! Oh, happy day, Commander!
Well done. Your bravery is admirable. You have passed the first step.
What's next?
Don't rush me. I'll get to it when I get to it.
Look, I don't want to go, lady. I know what's coming. What's happening. There's the particles that Heron sprayed seeps into the air. The fallen raptors inside the testing ground are revived. What?
Come to think of it, this may be a bit advanced for you.
This looks cool. A flock of crows take flight with spores scattering from their feathers. The spores land upon the raptors at once. Their movements become slow and jittery, as if they were malfunctioning.
That should be a little more suitable for you.
You want me to take on these raptors alone?
What? Does the idea seem absurd to you? If so, then let me posit a question for you. The paradise that you're imagining, where Nikkes and humans live in harmony, is it a place where Nikkes serve humans unilaterally? As humans can't even defend themselves against raptures who are already at death's door.
That's not what I was thinking.
Then prove it. Show me that you can be self-sufficient.
Yeah, I agree.
And you'll be
I
allowed into
100
paradise.
agree. I aim the gun at the raptors and fire, but human weaponry is of little use against them.
No need to worry. I knew this would happen, so I packed some items that might prove useful. Take your pick.
The moment Heron, whatever your name is, leaves the ground, the raptors rush towards me. Run towards the items? No. Headbutt the raptor. Why is that not an option? I wish there was. That would be the best thing ever. I wonder what she would react to if I just went head first into the raptors with nothing. It's the only way. The air-type raptors point its barrel at me. I fling myself sideways and manage to avoid it. Ground-type raptors rush towards me. Pick up the grenade, toss it into the opening, and run away.
It's been 4 hours already. For goodness sake, something has to happen soon. Either kill the Raptures or die. I can't look at this anymore. I'd rather watch the paint dry. I'll go make some essence. Maybe by then something will have happened.
It's just... The Raptor's light beam points towards me. There's no escaping this. Pick and throw the oil can. The oil can explodes, sending Raptor fragments flying in all directions. Pick up a shard and use it as a shield.
Still alive, eh? I go to make some essence, and this human is still surviving. Perhaps this one isn't a complete fool. But no one's luck lasts forever.
Hey, what am I again? What was my title?
This is just
I forgot.
as boring as it was before. Crow, let's go make some witch's brew.
The next morning, the air-type Raptor shines a red light. Stare intently. The ground-type Raptor shines a red light. Stare intently. I'm just gonna stare it down to death. Raptors are no longer attacking. It seems their parts have been damaged beyond repair. The same could be said of me.
A stalemate. I made enough soup for 2 people. Just in case. You want some?
Food, you say? Noon.
About time this test ended. I can't take it for much longer. You've all played your part admirably.
Oh.
And for that, I shall give you a fitting end.
Wait, you're still gonna just kill me? With the swing of Heron's scythe and the Raptors all topple
The
over.
human doesn't seem to be moving. I suppose no matter how strong one's willpower is, it won't allow you comfortably to carry a firearm meant for a Nikke.
There's food.
Your turn now.
No, there's food. There's food to be had, therefore I will not
I will
die.
send you off as a last courtesy. What is this? Very interesting.
Don't at me.
I can't say I've seen this before. A human who has passed out standing up. At any rate, since they survived. I'll consider it a pass.
I have the sense of deja vu. When I open my eyes, someone is holding me. Food?
Hey there.
Food.
How are you feeling?
Hungries. Where are the Raptors?
I took care of them. To celebrate you passing the test unscathed.
Wait.
Continue following this path,
No,
and
I'm
it'll
not.
lead you straight to paradise. From here on, you'll be on your own.
Yay.
Are you up to it?
I nod. Yep.
All right, then.
Why can't
Off you go.
Can I not speak?
There's someone waiting for you. I'm sure they'll be there to greet you the
No!
moment you arrive.
No! No! I don't want to meet! No! Never mind. No, please, no. Actually, end me. End me. End me. End me. End me. Please. Aaron doesn't seem willing to elaborate any further. I walk towards paradise. No! End me! Traverse the seemingly endless. Pass through the tundra with groups of wandering raptures. I climb the steep hills with crows swirling overhead. She's keeping an eye on me, finally at the end of the road. There is an oasis, a lush, verdant Shingarila resemblance.
Welcome to
with a
paradise.
painting. No! That is an Eden where angels with white wings reside. That's not an angel. Oh no. Oh, it ends there. Okay. Oh, I am spared. I am spared. I am spared. Fire dragon. Oh! Oh! I don't like the name of that. Might be spared for now. Next time I pick up this game, it's gonna be Red Ash, so I'm gonna be spared for a long time. No, I don't have to come back to this for a long time. We still got Red Ash to do, you know? We got that to do, and I'm sure many other events to do. I'm sure there'll be another one by the time this one is finished, because that's how all the events work. They were like back to back all the time, so I'm sure it'll be a long time before I ever touch this again. It'll be fine. Yep. Anyways, I still have not been told that I need to. Okay, but I will end it here so I can finish getting dressed. Anyways. Alright, I know which ladies to be afraid of. And I was right about that one, okay? I was 100% right to be afraid of her. She has her reasons. And dare I say is justified. But it doesn't change the fact that she is still terrifying, alright? No. I thought I turned off the power to my computer. Oops. It's fine. Anyways, how do I leave? How do I leave? What happened? Huh? Research Center for Ground-Based Eden?
Cecil,
I'm listening.
I'll have to go.
we have secured Unchained.
I have to...
About time. I expected someone as skilled as you to be somewhat more expedient.
I have to go.
Bring it over here.
Ends of Aposentos to Cecil.
This is Vophouse. I'm sure of it.
I gotta go.
Is it enough to take down Nihilister?
That all depends on you. If you can tag her with one shot, then yes. It's enough.
Nihilister?
One shot. I almost wasted it all for nothing.
What do you mean?
I ran into a commander from the Ark at the research center. Some greenhorn with 4 Nikkes in tow. Said they were going to use Vophouse to liberate the Nikkes.
So, what did you do?
I left them to the Raptures to help them, shall we say, come to their senses.
Huh. Sounds like something you'd do. I wonder what's gotten into that commander's head. If they ever got one good look at the Nikkes here, they'd know what a blessing Nymph can be. Not least of all Dorothy. She is the bane of my existence. She's always up to no good. Worst of all, she has the ear of all the other Nikkes. Have you heard of her latest escapade? She brought outsiders to Eden without so much as a word to me.
Outsiders?
Yes, and not even 1 or 2. 5 in total. I'm willing to bet that one of them is the commander you intended to turn into rapture food. I know what you're thinking. It's a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Let's hold off for now and see how far Dorothy goes with her little antics.
Welcome. You're now in paradise.
I have to
Official
go,
code
Dorothy.
name, Eden. Consider me your guide.
No!
You can call me Dorothy.
No! How do you... Okay, I have to go. I have to go. So, I don't know how I can replay this... No! I don't know where I can replay this again, but you're gonna have to hold, alright? I gotta go. Anyways. Sorry, I'm skipping you. No! Go away! Okay, anyways. that is gonna be it for now. I have to speedily say goodbye to everybody. So thank you to everybody who was here, who came to watch and all that good stuff. So thank you to everybody who's here beforehand, lurkers and all the others. Thank you to those who help support the channel, that being a part of the membership for Culture Roach. I do appreciate that as well, very, very much so. Thank you to those who are part of the Tier 3 membership, or believe us being EH, Alex Hughes, Stan's Master, and Nathan Citron. For the schedule, I really don't know if I will be able to stream on Wednesday or Friday yet. I don't know. I will make an announcement if there is no stream to happen. Kind of go in with the idea that there won't probably be a stream, but I will just keep an eye if it's scheduled. If you don't get an announcement on YouTube or Discord, then probably stream will happen, but I'm not too entirely sure yet. If there isn't an official stream that isn't scheduled ahead at the usual time, then maybe there'll be a late night stream, depending how tired I may be, so we'll see. But anyways, I made a mistake. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.